everybody, this is Caroline Green from Biotechnica. Today I have come up with something very useful for microbiologists. You might be a completed graduate after your MSc in microbiology as a fresher, or you might have done your MSc and had little bit of experience. So today in this video I'll be talking about how you can become a successful microbiologist after MSc in microbiology. Very exclusively for the freshers, I'll be talking some of the important points, and also for the experienced one after having some 6 months or 1 year of experience. So come along with me and let's discuss the complete topic in detail. So let's talk about the first tip to become a successful microbiologist. The first is work experience is important. What does it mean? Suppose you might think in your mind, like, after completing MSc in microbiology, how can I become an experienced one? Still now I don't have an experience at all. So in such case, I'm going to talk about the experience which need not to be a full-time experience. It can be any sort of these things. It can be a part-time opportunity. Suppose if you are pursuing a MSc final year or your first year, what you can do is you can take a part-time any kind of job, part-time microbiology jobs in a hospital or in a research laboratory or in any company that you know. It's not necessary that you have to go to a reputed places and you have to get trained up. Wherever you get a hands-on training which is close by, you can definitely go in for. It will be an added advantage for you. So when you are pursuing a MSc, it's very important that you need to know your lab techniques, or else some colleges, what they will do after their MSc, when you're studying it, afternoon sessions or morning sessions, there would be free hours where you can work in the laboratory also. In such cases, you can also learn those techniques and get a certificate from the college also. So get a part-time, or when you have a time period, go for a lot of hands-on experience, internship programs and training programs. If you have any training programs provided at a research laboratory or in a hospital or in any pharma company or food sector company, beverage companies, whatever it is, always go for these kind of experience. It's not necessary that after your graduation you need to have 1 year of experience or 2 years of experience in a company, then only you can go for a job. It doesn't mean like that way. You can take up any of these things which can be an added on experience for you, because microbiology, when we have to talk about, since you deal with patients, since you deal with a lot of microorganisms, it's very important that you have a very good hands-on skill. So work experience is definitely a must after graduating MSc also. The next important thing is upgrade your essential skills. Yes, when we have to talk about a microbiologist, you need to have lot of technical skills. You need to be very good enough in evaluating the microorganism. Everybody knows about it. So what are the skills you need to have? I'm going to talk about some of the essential skills that is specially for microbiology. Of course, we talk about hard skills, soft skills, everything, but this is technical skills. Yes, of course, you need to have some aseptic techniques, and you need to talk about the sterilization techniques. So sterilization techniques, aseptic techniques, gel electrophoresis and culture techniques. Yes, culturing a microorganism, bacteria, fungus. There are different type of microbiologists, so accordingly you can do it. And staining procedures, gram staining or any other staining procedures. And you have to learn microbiology like light microscopes, a dark field microscopy, phase contrast microscopy, fluorescence microscopy, electron microscope, TEM and SEM. Any of these things you can go in for. So microscopy is very important for a microbiologist. And you need to learn some biosafety procedures which you will be learning in your college, and of course you have to implement those things also. So go for some part-times or internship or training programs which provides these kind of facilities, so that you have hands-on experience also. And of course, instrument calibration. Yes, of course, there are people who does instrument calibration, but at times microbiologists need to know this, how to calibrate an instrument also. And you need to know definitely and PCR and RT-PCR, which everybody knows about. It's not only biotechnologists should know this one, even a microbiologist should know this one. and good laboratory practice policies you need to know, and spectrophotometer, definite one. And when you're preparing a culture media, you need to have a pH meter, so you need to know that. And hemocytometer, when going for CFU calculation, cell counting, you need to know hemocytometer. And of course you can learn any of the chromatographic instruments, it's up to you, whatever you will go in for, HPLC, mass spectroscopy, and antibiotic susceptibility testing you can go in for. So these are some of the techniques that you basically need to become a successful microbiologist. So learn microscopy, staining, culture, sterilization, RT-PCR, spectrophotometer, hemocytometer, chromatography, antibiotic testing, or if you would like to go for virology lab, or if you would like to go for fungal, or if you would like to go for any other microorganism, then definitely you need to know basic. These skills are very, very important for a fresher as well as for 6 months of experience or for 1 month of experience to become a successful microbiologist. The third important thing I'm going to tell is the most important thing. Everybody does microbiology graduation. If you talk about, there are so many people who are coming out every year as a microbiologist. But what makes you stand out is definitely what are the techniques you know. Another thing is, wherever you want to go, not only in India, if you want to fly over to US or to Europe, or you want to go for Singapore, you need to have a certificate that you are a certified microbiologist. If you're going to have an international certification, you can work wherever you can go. If you're getting transferred anywhere else, definitely you want to become a microbiologist, but you need to have some certification. So what you can do is, after your masters in microbiology, have some part-time or internship, or go for a job for 1 year or for 6 months and gain an experience, and after that register yourself to become a certified microbiologist. So I'm going to list out some of the organization which provides certificate for microbiologists. First, I'm going to talk about American Society for Microbiology. It is not only restricted to Americans, everybody can apply for this one. So if you wanted to go, you can. American Society of Microbiology is providing a certificate through NRCM, which is National Registry of Certified Microbiologists. This is approved by American Board of Medical Microbiology, which means if you're going to get this certificate, it usually goes through an examination. So if you're going to get that certificate, you can work wherever in the entire world, which is an amazing thing, because you stand out of the crowd having a certificate that you know many things as a microbiologist. So this makes you a successful microbiologist when we compare it with the others. If anybody wanted to go and get this certificate, you can go to this website where you'll see a page like this page, and you will be seeing this certification, and down beneath this there would be protocols given for you, so you can just read out that also. And through this you can get a registered microbiologist, which is a certificate for you, or through NRCM you can also become a specialist microbiologist. So you can take up any of the certificate from NRCM through American Society of Microbiology or American Board of Medical Microbiology. So this certificate is very, very good enough for a microbiologist. The second important certificate, you can go for it. You can choose any one of these things. I'm listing out some of the important one, which is AQ, American Society for Quality. If anybody as a microbiologist wanted to go for quality control or quality assurance, then you can take up this field also. Certified Quality Auditor. Yes, you can also become a certified quality auditor. You can go to American Society for Quality, and if you check, you will get to know what are the protocols given, how you can register for it and get the certification. Suppose if anybody wants to go or enter into clinical pathology in a hospital or research laboratory, then you can go for ASCP, American Society for Clinical Pathology, and through this you will get a specialist in microbiology certificate also, so that you can work everywhere. And the next important certificate is FSSC. So this certificate, if you're gonna see, so this is FSSC. This is the registration page. So I have given the link for you. You can check on to this link and you can register yourself. This is very specifically for food safety management. If anybody wanted to become a microbiologist in food sector, then those people can go and register and become a certified FSSC 22000. This certificate will be very useful if you're entering into any food sector in India or any part of the world. This FSSC is from the Netherlands. The next one is Indian government also provides this one, Bureau of Indian Standards. So we know about ISO. So if ISO provides you a certificate, you can work in the entire world. So Bureau of Indian Standards, if you're going to go to this website, you will see a page like this. So they are conducting programs through NITs. So you can see certificate course for quality control personnel in microbiological streams also they are providing, and training programs for laboratory quality management system and medical laboratory quality management system as per ISO, which means you will get a certificate of ISO provided from the Bureau of Indian Government also. If you are someone who is looking for a job opportunity in India only, then definitely you can take up this one. Or if you wanted to get an international certificate as a certified microbiologist or specialized in microbiologist, then you can take up any of these certificates. There are some of the students who would like to go for Canada, then they need to have a very specified certificate in Canada, which is Canadian College of Microbiologists is providing a certificate called Registered Microbiologist, which is RMCCM certificate. If you wanted to work in Canada, then you can go for this. This is the link I have given here. So if you go over here, you can get registered here, and this is the Canadian College of Microbiologists site if you're going to go in for. And you just have to have a BSc degree in microbiology from Canadian University, or if you're going to have from any other university, and you can apply for this one whenever the portal is applicable. Suppose if you are an Indian student who has a degree from Canada, then you can also register through this one, and you can enroll yourself as a Canadian specialist or registered microbiologist also. So to summarize, as an international student or an Indian student, you can specially take up Bureau of Indian Standard ISO certificate, FSC certificate, ASCP certificate, AQ certificate, and American Society. Through that you can take up all this certificate as a registered microbiologist or a specialist microbiologist. This is most important, I'm suggesting, because many of you have an experience of 2 years, or many of you wanted to become a microbiologist, but if you wanted to sustain this career for long period of time, if you have a valid or registered certificate, then it is very, very good enough. It will make your career very successful, and there is opportunity to renew your certificate also, usually after 3 years. So the fourth important thing I'm going to tell for freshers as well as for little bit of experience, look for opportunities in these sectors. Yes, so you can look for opportunity in state government, central government, very especially in the education sector, hospitals. You will get almost 18% of the job rate is high, and pharmaceutical, biotechnological and drug manufacturing companies, and R&D in life sciences. It's not only going to be R&D in specific sector. Since it's microbiology, you can see microbiology is needed in all the sectors of life sciences, 37%, and forensic science lab, healthcare organizations, public health organization, higher educational, and if we talk about in case of industry, water, beverages, biotechnology, food, toiletries, petroleum, pharmaceutical, there are so many opportunity for microbiologists. But if you have an essential skill and little bit of experience or a training along with the certification microbiologist, it's not only you are restricting to one place, you have so many opportunity to go for. And look for opportunities in big companies like Novozymes, Britannia, Bisleri, food tech companies, GSK, Johnson & Johnson, cosmetic companies, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, TUV, SUD, Jubilant, Sanofi, Lupin, Cipla, Apollo, and there are many, many more companies. I've listed few of them, but there are many. If you go and put a list over there, you will find lot many companies which will be keep on coming. So as a microbiologist, you have so many opportunity, but the main important thing is you need to have a track of which side you wanted to go for, which sector you want to go for, and accordingly you work on your skills, you work on the certification that you want to acquire. The most important thing that I'm going to tell is networking. Yes, so now you have learned the skill, you have a certification, or if you're just in the period of learning, then after getting 1 to 2 years of experience, you can get this registered microbiologist certificate also. And the next one is networking should be very, very important. I would suggest personally to get connected in the LinkedIn website. All of you start your LinkedIn account and then get connected with job portals also. Not only in LinkedIn, you can get subscribed to some of the job portals like Biotechnica, where we have a lot of job information coming in the Biotechnica site, which is really amazing. Personally, I would suggest, and network with hiring managers. You can go in for LinkedIn and you can look for a specific company. Suppose if you would want to become a microbiologist in Lupin or Cipla, then you can just look for the HR managers in LinkedIn and get connected with them. So if you're going to get connected with them, then you can ask for the vacancy, or you can follow some of the HRs. Whichever opportunities are available, you can see the news feeds which keeps coming, and based on that you can start applying also. Without that, it is very difficult for you to go for a job hunting. So better get connected with a hiring manager, HR manager, and connect with some of the potential employees of the company. Suppose if you'd like to go in for not only in India or abroad for as a microbiologist in a research laboratory or anything else, connect with the people who are literally working over there, and whichever company of your interest, you can get connected with those people, because you know many things, but networking is really important. Without a networking, it would be very difficult for you to hunt for a job, because you would be sitting for almost 5-6 months or even more than a year. But if you're not knowing the right track of getting connected with the people, it would be very tedious for you to find a job. Okay, the next important thing I'm going to talk about is look for government opportunities also, because as a microbiologist you have a lot of government opportunities available. Not only in the private sector, there are a lot of government opportunity. I'm going to list that also. So you can enter into food sector like FCI, Food Corporation of India, or FSSAI, and UPSC or state government also you can go in for. CSIR laboratory, National Health Missions, and IRCTC, DRDO, ISRO. It's not only restricted ISRO, you will find only people coming for space research. Even microbiologists can go. DRDO also microbiologists are available. And then Tea Board of India. Yes, it is also a wonderful government opportunity. National Tuberculosis Lab and ICAR. Most of the ICAR recruits. And Institute of Pesticides Formulation Technology. CSIR laboratory, most of the laboratories, but I'm specifically mentioning Central Salt and Marine Chemical Research Institute. ICMR, there are so many ICMR institute which calls for notification for microbiologists. Regional Medical Research Center, which is RMRC, because since it is medical research, mostly in ICMR institute you will get lot of opportunity for a microbiologist. And Punjab Agricultural University, or most of the DBT institutes. So lot of opportunities are available in government sector for a microbiology candidate. You have an opportunity in private also, you have an opportunity in government sector also. So whichever you find it more comfortable, you can look for the opportunity over there. The seventh point is update the resume and highlight the skills and your experience as you proceed further. Suppose you might ask me, like, I've just completed my MSc, and if you start writing your resume, we have a video specially on that also, how you can build your resume and what are the mistakes that you should never do, and put all the skills that you have learned. And if you have got a certificate, international certificate as a microbiologist, or you had some training, put it over there. Your experience, even it's a very small experience, highlight onto the point, and keep updating your resume and make your resume personalized to every company that you're going to apply it. So update the resume and highlight all the skills and experience that you have. Do not keep the same resume for almost many years and applying to all the company with the same resume. That's not going to help. The next one, look for internship opportunity, hands-on training, workshops every time. Even if you are in a job, it's always good enough. You can look for opportunities like go in for hands-on training on weekends, go in for workshops, go in for internship opportunity, whichever is available, even when you are at the work process, because you have to be keep updating in your career. Then only you can become a successful microbiologist also. The next one is, I would suggest learn programming languages also. This I would like to give you an insight about this, mainly because we microbiologists believe that it's important that if you know technical skills also. But as you can see, there's advancement in technology and data science. It's always good enough that you learn at least some 1 to 2 programming language. It's not going to be must, but if you're going to have this, it's an added value for you. So learn programming language, at least these 2 things. I'm not suggesting many of the programming languages. Learn Python and learn R programming. Python for coding purposes and R programming for statistical analysis. At least these 2 programming will definitely help a microbiologist. You don't have to study a lot of codings like biotechnologist or bioinformatics. It's far enough if you know at least 2 programming languages. So it will be a definite added value for you if you go outside India, or if there is an advancement which is going to take place, because we know during COVID-19 we really manufactured the vaccines a bit earlier when we compared it with the previous vaccines. That's because of the programmings that we use. So as a microbiologist, when you are in the process of any kind of pandemic comes, then definitely you will look for what type of microorganism has come. That time if you know a programming language, it is going to be a great miracle for you. So learn programming languages also. And the final thing, stay updated in the field of microbiology. Yes, as if you come out from the college, or if you have a little bit of experience, always keep updating yourself, looking for opportunities, looking for workshops, trainings, and what is happening in the microbiology field. So how the sector is growing, so which city is growing in this field. It's very important, because you should not constrict yourself to one specific company or constrict yourself to one specific locations. So you have to look for, in this year, which city has the maximum microbiologist rate, which country has, or which sector has, which job profile has. So stay updated in the field of microbiology about the current findings, the current novelties that's been done. So current openings that's been going on globally for a microbiologist, and always open to opportunities. Just give yourself to apply for many other microbiologist related job opportunities. So this is all about the top 10 tips that I would suggest for all of you, and to become a successful microbiologist even after completing your MSc in microbiology, either as a fresher or having a little bit of experience. Whatever it is, work experience is definitely a must. You can take up and have an essential skill, learn some programming languages, look always for an opportunity, open for always an opportunity, and network properly, and look for private jobs, government jobs, what are the cities that you want to go in for, and always stay updated in your career. This is all about microbiologist if you want to become a successful microbiologist. Thank you all of you for joining.